Here's an install video for our Gen 5 Glock Magwells and extensions. Now the Gen 5, it has these flare outs on the sides of the frame for the normal models. The 19X does not work for our Magwell, but we make a Magwell for the full size and compact frame. So the Glock 19 Gen 5, the 17 is the full size, the 45 would be a full size frame, the 47 would also be a full size frame. We have them all listed on our website, which one you'll want. The Magwell itself is the same for both. The plug is different though. We have plugs for the 19, so compact or full size. We also have a different plug that is cut out in the back for if you are using the different back straps. So when you order, make sure you order specifically for your compact or full-size frame, and if you are going to be using the back straps, you'll need to order that one specific. The Magwell itself goes on very easy, both full-size and compact. Take the plug, push it all the way in tight so it's nice and flush with the top there, and then take the Magwell and slide it on all the way back, and then take the set screw that we provide, put it in there, and I always turn to the left first to feel it drop into place, and then start to turn to the right. Snug tight. Ours are different than other Magwells that I've seen out there. The Gen 5 specifically has those flip outs, so we actually cut that into the Magwell so that it slides on there and it locks in place. There's absolutely no movement of the Magwell, where most Magwells will just go off of this plug. They'll put the plug in there and then they'll usually put a screw into the back, and then the front of it will actually have flex. So we didn't like that. We're only making them for the Gen 5 right now specifically because of that. We used to make them for the Gen 3 and 4, but we really didn't like the flex that it had. So this is our Glock EDC Magwell. It's got a very nice funnel there for smooth transitions. Glock being different than the M&P on how their plates are and how wide the opening is on the stock frame before you put on a Magwell, you can actually use the stock plates, but we do make a +2 and a +6. For the +2 works on both the full size and compact mags. The +6s are specific for full size or compact. So +6s, go through install real quick. Take off the plate. Now, taking off the actual plate from the magazine itself is difficult on Glock. If you've ever done it before, it is a pain. What you'll need to do is have either a Glock tool or a small screwdriver or something to push in this nub. And what you also have is these little wings on the sides of the mags that also lock in this plate. So what I usually do is take my fingers and try to pinch in the sides as best as I can, and then take my screwdriver or tool, push in as far as it'll go. Sometimes it won't go very far. If you force it, usually you can get it in deeper. The deepest you can get it, the better, so that you have a better leverage point there. And then so as I push in those sides, then pull it forward, and so see how it's now shifted forward. It's enough that it's pushing those wings in, and now it'll come off smooth. The plate, the locking plate, because I pushed it in so far, it actually stuck in front there. Now, our +2s, we do not provide an extra length spring because there is just enough to give you a good spring tension with that. We do recommend stretching out the springs a little bit when you do install the +2 to give it a little extra length. But these Glock springs, because they're stock, so short and not sprung very well, we do sell the +6s with a extra coil spring, so there's 12 coils instead of the standard 11, and they are extra long. These are for both the full size and compact, same spring. To install that, it just kind of clicks into there. So if you just kind of twist it, it'll pop right out, and then you'll want to put that side in first and kind of push it in and then over. So kind of hook it in there because there's little grooves in there, and then as you just kind of push it in together, it should go into place. So actually I did the other side first, pushed it in that way, and then just kind of pushed it over, and it snapped in easier. So if you put it into that side first and then snap it in, it snaps in much easier than what I was trying to do first. And then see how much more that spring sticks out. This is, you know, too much, or not too much, but more than you need for the compact. So for the full size, it would, you know, come out a little bit longer on the magazine, and that's, you know, a good amount. But you still get plenty of rounds in there. It'll be, you know, a little bit extra spring tension than what you're used to though. So then hold the spring down all the way, take the extension, get the spring all the way down in there, and start to slide it on the front until you get to those nubs, and then try to push in the sides a little bit if you can and push it back. So see, it's actually come off of the rails just a little bit. If you can see that, that's okay, it's not gonna hurt it, but now you definitely want to push it down so that it is flat with those rails again, and then push it the rest of the way back. That snap you heard was the spring snapping down to the bottom. So now it is on there nice and tight. It's not actually going to go anywhere without our locking plate, but you do want to put our locking plate on there just in case if you drop it or something, it can move out of position, but the locking plate will make it so it can't. And then just like before, I always turn to the left a little bit first, feel that drop, then start to tighten it down. Then tighten it, make sure those screws are nice and flush with the plate in the back of the magazine, so it's a nice clean look. And there you are. So that is the Floyds Custom Shop Gen 5 Glock Magwell, our +2 and +6. They both install the same way. The full size installs the same way on the Magwell as well. So